مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا.
فيهن قاصرات الطرف لم يطمثهن إنس قبلهم ولا جان.
In them there will be maidens restraining their glances, whom neither a man might have touched before them, nor a jinn.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
So, which of the bounties of your Lord will you deny?
كأنهن الياقوت والمرجان.
They will look like rubies and corals.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
So, which of the bounties of your Lord will you deny?
هل جزاء الإحسان إلا الإحسان.
Is there any reward for goodness other than goodness?
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
So, which of the bounties of your Lord will you deny?
ومن دونهما جنتان.
And besides these two, there are two other gardens for the second category, the God-fearing.
فبأي.
So verse number 56 and onwards, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is describing the spouses of the people of paradise. They will be in their places in the paradise, and they're restraining their glance, means they will not be seeing anything other than their own beloved spouses, whom neither a man might have touched before nor a jinn. They have been pure, and they are like us. They were not being touched before by anything or anybody. And which favor of your Lord will you deny? And then كأنهن الياقوت والمرجان. They are like beautiful rubies and pearls and corals, as we all enjoy having all these valuable pearls. This is the example given, that those ladies, those women which are known as huri, and the women of the husband, a Muslim woman, will be the queen of all the hur, and they will be most beautiful. Allah will make them most beautiful, and they will be more prettier than any other creatures in the Jannah. فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. Which favor of your Lord would you, or bounty of your Lord would you deny? Now we know from the worldly knowledge that women like to be beautiful. It is, if you ask them why you like to be this way, this is the nature. And men like to be looking good and attractive too. This is the nature of human. And women like to be womanly, femininely beautiful. They don't like to be masculinely beautiful. So, and masculine is the men of the nature. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is describing these two nature, that on the day, in the judgment, after the day of judgment in the Jannah, and people will be having those beautiful thoughts. Whatever we want to spend thousands of dollars, and we try to stand in front of a mirror and try to look ourselves attractable, appealing, and more desirable, and that will all wishes of the human. These are the very basic human nature, no matter whoever we are. We are from any race, ethnicity, and culture and belonging. We all wants to be beautiful. We all wants to be attractive. We all wants to be appealing in our way. And this is how in the Jannah there will be no enmity, animosity, any hatred, any enviousness, any jealousy of any kind of negative feeling. They will all be beautiful. Don't we all want that? It is impossible, right, in this world. But God is promising in the Jannah it will be available for all. So Allah is saying, Hal jazaa'ul ihsan illa al-ihsan. So what is the reward of goodness other than being goodness, or the gooder? And then further says, which favor or bounty of your Lord would you deny? Min dunihuma jannatan. Then beside this there are two more Jannah. And beside these two, there are two other gardens which is a person will acquire, and they are beautiful and dark and green and so lushful that you will be unable to imagine. Mudhammatan. The next verse is mudhammatan. Allah is describing those gardens will be so green, and that will be almost like a dark green and beautiful appearing that you, here we look for those situations in the world now. Allah is saying that will be there for you on the day of judgment, and after the day of judgment in the paradise. Verse number 63.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
So, which of the bounties of your Lord will you deny?
مدهامتان
Both gardens are dark green.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
So, which of the bounties of your Lord will you deny?
فيهما عينان نضاختان
In both there are two springs gushing forth profusely. So,
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
so, which of the bounties of your Lord will you deny?
فيهما.
So verse number 63 onwards, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is describing that a person will have gardens, two gardens, and those are sowed, because if there are two possibilities of explanation. This verse is revealed in Arabia, which was a hot desert land. There are no concept, or they are actually always desiring to have a garden or a oasis or something, and water to be for the life existence and running, and this is what the richness of the time. But always, everywhere, we need water, we need garden, we need the fruits, we need the nature, we need the environment and beautiful, blessed feeling in there. And here's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is describing that mudhammatan, both gardens are dark green. Which favor of your Lord will you deny, and the bounties of your Lord will you deny? فيهما عينان تجريان. In them there are two springs gushing forth with the sweet, tasty, beautiful water. And which favor of your Lord and bounty of your Lord would you deny? And among the in there are fruits, dates and palms and pomegranates. Different fruits are described, and those dates and fruits are described to be 70 times more tastier and more appealing and smelling than this worldly fruit. So these will be fruit of the world, but they will be 70 times more attractive and tasty and pleasurable.
فيهما فاكهة ونخل ورمان.
In both there are fruits and date palms and pomegranates.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
So, which of the bounties of your Lord will you deny?
فيهن خيرات حسان.
In them there will be women, good and gorgeous, _.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
So, which of the bounties of your Lord will you deny?
حور مقصورات في الخيام.
Valleys, kept guarded in pavilions .
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
So, which of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? Who
لم يطمثهن إنس قبلهم ولا جان.
whom neither a man might have touched before them, nor a jinn.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
So, which of the bounties of your Lord will you deny?
So verse number 69 onwards, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is describing the women in the paradise. These are the hurin, and the spouses of the world will be turned into that appearance of beautiful ladies who are Hassan is beautiful, and gorgeous, as they describe the Hisan in this description. Is one place Hisan means paradise, another place is Husn or Hisan, and the beauty and the gorgeous, the beauty to the point of extreme description. There's no more word left to describe. So this is what is for them. So which favor of your Lord would you deny? Hurin, the Huris, they are kept guarded in the pavilion. These are in their khayam, in the khayma, in their places of residence, are guarded and protected. And which favor of your Lord will you deny? No one has touched them, either men or human or jinn, before, and they will be the spouses of the man who will be married to them. Which favor of your Lord would you deny? Let's listen to the verse number 76.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
So, which of the bounties of your Lord will you deny?
متكئين على رفرف خضر وعبقري حسان.
The people of these gardens will be reclining on green cushions and marvelously beautiful mattresses.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
So, which of the bounties of your Lord will you deny?
تبارك اسم ربك ذي الجلال والإكرام.
Glorious is the name of your Lord, the Lord of majesty, the Lord of honor.
So verse number 75 onwards, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is describing muttaki'ina ala rafrafin khadrin wa abqarin ihsan. So they will be sitting on the green carpets, and over them there will be a spread over it to make it more even attractive and beautiful. And which favor of your Lord would you deny? Glory be to the name of Allah, the Lord, and the Lord of majesty, and the Lord of honor. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described one verse I did not mention. وَمَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ جَنَّتَانِ. Whoever feared Allah for standing in front of him, for him also there are two gardens. It has been narrated that a young man was intended to commit a sinful act, and then he thought of the fear of Allah, and then he abstained himself, and he died. When he died, Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu went to his grave and addressed to the dead in the grave, he said, Allah has promised two paradise for the one who abstained himself from doing a sinful act, which he was going to commit a fornication and restrain from himself. For that person, there are two Jannah. And the man's voice came from the grave, Allah has given me two gardens already. So the point of all this is believe in Allah, have faith in Allah. Allah is the one to ask for. Allah is the one who's provider for. And one of the companion of Prophet, when this Surah Rahman was revealed, he wanted to go and read the Quran and Surah Rahman in front of the Quraysh in the Kaaba. And the people said, you will be punished and tortured by these people if you do so. And he said, I would rather take my rest than not to read them the God's invitation of the blessing. So he went in the Haram Kaaba and started reading loudly Surah Rahman. And when he started reading, the tribal chiefs and all the people who were in the Kaaba and at their time sitting in their gathering and discussing their issues, they all attacked him and beat him up on his face. And he kept reading and reading and reading till he finished. And when he returned back to his friends who were Muslim at that time, and his face was swollen because of their beating up. They said, we told you that you would be tortured by them. And he said, Wallahi, it doesn't matter to me. I did convey the message of God to them. And he said, if you like, I would do this again tomorrow. So this is a very beautiful call. And one of the companions once was reading Surah Rahman. He was so much lost into it, and his job was night guarding for the Muslim army. And somebody threw an arrow at him, thinking that he may die, and he did not even care. He kept reciting until he finished the Surah Rahman, and then he collapsed. After he collapsed, somebody came to help him, and they said, why didn't you ask for help? He said, I was reading Surah Rahman in the Salah, and I just didn't have the desire to break it. So it is so beautiful to listen to it. Surah Rahman is the cure for all kind of illness. If you listen to it and for some about 21 days, and then this is the treatment now they're using for healing sick people in Pakistan. And there is a hospital, services hospital, in which in ICU they play the Surah Rahman, Muslim, non-Muslim, believer, non-believer, caring, not caring, clean, unclean. When the people are in ICU, on ventilator, on very deep sickness or coma, when they hear Surah Rahman, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has this special effect of the surah that it cures their illness. So, and people with the cancers and HIV have cured themselves by the listening of Surah Rahman, which is very simple. You just make the intention, I'm going to listen to the Surah Rahman. There is a recitation in the voice of Sheikh Basit, the Egyptian Qari who passed away. There's one particular, it's on the YouTube, you can look for Qari Basit. And that one they play because I think his voice frequency has certain benefit for that, which is healing quality. Vibration sound has a healing quality. So people who are in ICU or in any illness and they have testimonies about it, even you don't believe, accordingly, even if you listen to a portion of it, even 5 minutes, or even few minutes, or even few of the initial verses of it, and then you keep a glass of water and you say, Allah, 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 cure me from my suffering, and then breathe into it and drink the water and just let it go. So you don't need to be clean, you don't need to be in a wudu, you don't need to be into the conscious liking, not liking. Just listen to it, because the voice has it, they have done studies on it and it has shown cure for people. So if you want my humble request, listening to Surah Rahman is a cure for illness, for all kind of diseases, unless Allah has willed for death, and that is the ultimate for everybody. So with this we will finish Surah Rahman. Inshallah next Sunday we will listen to Surah Al-Insan, and then we will go to Surah At-Talaq. Inshallah we'll meet again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.